Hi scholars, so in this video we are going to be dealing with a very important aspect of physics, and that is resistivity and conductivity. So what is resistivity? By definition, the resistivity of a material is the ability of that material to resist the flow of current. Again, resistivity of a material is the ability of that material to resist the flow of current. So we have this resistivity to be RA over L. So this is the formula for resistivity. So from the formula now, we can actually get to know that resistivity is directly proportional to the resistance. And also resistivity is directly proportional to the cross-sectional area. And then resistivity is inversely proportional to the length. From the formula now, we've been able to realize that resistivity is what? It is directly proportional to the resistance. So what does that mean? That means if the resistance is high, then the resistivity is also what? Also high. That's direct derivation. If a value is increasing, the other one will be what? Be increasing. But if one is decreasing, the other one will be what? Will be decreasing. But in the case of inverse variation, if one is increasing, the other one will be what? Will be decreasing. So from here now, if the area is what? If it is high, if it has high value of what? Of area, then the resistivity is also what? Is also high. So for L, which is the length of the wire, so if the length of the wire is actually very long, then what will happen to the resistivity? The resistivity now is what? It is going to be low in value. Do you understand that? Because this is inversely proportional. So whenever you have these two values now as the numerator, that is directly proportional. When you have the denominator, that is what? Inversely proportional. Like I said, this is resistivity, and we use, and the name of this symbol is called rho. This is the resistance. This is cross-sectional area, and here is what? Here is length. So what is the SI unit of resistivity? So we can actually get that by looking into the unit of each of these quantities. For resistance now, the unit is what? It is ohm. For area, the SI unit is what? It is meter squared. Then divided by, for length, what is the SI unit of length? That is meter. So meter, we cancel one of the meter here. So ohm multiplied by meter will give us, so that will give us ohm meter. So that means the SI unit of resistivity is what? It is ohm meter. Please, do you understand? All right. So the next thing is what we call conductivity. We use sigma to represent conductivity. And conductivity now of a material is the ability of that material to conduct electric current. As simple as that. The ability of the material to do what? To conduct electric current. So conductivity is known to be the inverse of resistivity. So if resistivity is R over L, conductivity now is what? 1 over the resistivity. Do you understand? So that means they are inversely proportional. And we've gotten the unit of resistivity to be ohm meter. What then will be the unit of conductivity? So let's also check this out. You know, this is 1. It has no word now. It has no unit. It's a constant value. So let's say it is 1 divided by what? This is what? Ohm meter. So if this ohm meter is to come up, what then are you going to have? You are going to be having what? Ohm meter this way. Or per ohm per meter. If this value is to come up now, they're going to have what? A negative index, a negative power. So this is the SI unit of what? Of conductivity. So with this now, let's try to answer some questions on the resistivity as well as conductivity. And please take note, like we said, the unit of area is what? It is meter squared, not centimeter squared, not millimeter squared. All right, so the first question says, calculate the resistivity of a wire of length 2 meters. So the length of the wire is 2 meters. And cross-sectional area to be 0.0 0.04 centimeter squared. If its resistance is 3 ohms, so we want to get the resistivity. So what is resistivity? From what we have here, resistivity is what? That is RA over L. Please, like I said, this as its unit to be ohm. This is what? Meter squared. And the value for area we have here is given in centimeter squared. What do we do? Change centimeter squared to meter squared. How do we do that? Remember, if meters to centimeter is multiplied by 100, centimeter to meter will be what? Divided by 100. So, but in this case now, it is squared. So, meter squared to centimeter squared. That will give us what? That will give us 100 squared. Are you with me now? 100 squared, and that is 10,000. So if I now want to have centimeter squared, change to meter squared, that will give us divided by 10,000. Do you get it now? Divide by what? 10,000. So please, there's a video where I talked about unit conversion, which every physics student needs to know. Please, if you want to know that, please kindly check the video you can see right here on the screen to know everything about unit conversion. So now, this is going to be divided by what? By 10,000. And how many zeros do we have here now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. So if I want to divide, I can also have it to what? Multiply by 10 raised to power minus 4. So this negative here shows that I am dividing. And this 4, it shows the number of zeros that we have. So let's say I want to multiply by 10,000 and I will just have 10 raised to power what? Power 4. Do you get? Alright. I want to believe this video has been helping so far. Please do well to click on the subscribe button in case you haven't. Thank you very much. So what is R? R is 3 multiplied by what is A? That's 0.004 times 10 raised to power minus 4 divided by what is L? L is 2. And for me now, 3 divided by 2 is what? That's 1.5. So we have 1.5 multiplied by what? 0.004 times 10 raised to power minus what? Minus 4. So when I multiply this, we have 6 times 10 raised to power minus 3. Then multiply by 10 raised to power negative 4. So applying the law of indices now, this will give us 6 multiplied by 10. You just have to pick one of the bases. So yes, negative 3 is what? Negative 4. So minus 3, since we are multiplying, I mean the bases now that are being multiplied, is going to change to what? Addition. So I'm going to add the powers. So minus 3 now plus negative 4. That will give us negative 7. And what will be the units? That will give us ohm meter. So the answer is 6 times 10 raised to power minus 7 ohm meter. So if you now want to get the conductivity now, that will give us what? 1 divided by this value for you to get conductivity. Do you understand? All right. So the next question says, a Constantan wire has a cross-sectional area of, we have the cross-sectional area to be 4 times 10 raised to power minus 8 meters squared. And a resistivity, we are given the resistivity to be 1.1 times 10 raised to power minus 6 ohm meter. If a resistor of resistance, so the value for the resistance is 11 ohms, is to be made from the wire, calculate the length of the wire required. We want to get the value for the length. So for us to get the value for the length, since we have resistivity here, what is the formula for resistivity? Resistivity is what? It is Ra over what? Over L. So we want to get L. So let's make L the subject of the formula. So L now will give us what? So if you do what to cross multiply, you are going to have Ra over what? Over resistivity. So if you cross multiply, this is what you are going to have. L is equal to what? Ra over what? Over resistivity. So what is the value for R? R is 11 multiplied by, what is A? A is 4 times 10 raised to power negative 8, then divided by, what is resistivity? Resistivity is 1.1 times 10 raised to power minus 6. So from here now, 11 times 4, that's 44 times 10 raised to power minus 8 divided by 1.1 times 10 raised to power negative 6. So 44 divided by 1.1, that will give us 40. Then multiply by applying law of indices now. Pick one of the bases here, pick 10. So since the bases are being divided, so I'm going to subtract the powers. So negative 6 minus negative 6. So I mean negative 8 minus negative 6. So that's negative 8 plus 6. We said we have negative 8 minus negative 6. That's negative 8 plus what? Plus 6. And that'll give us what? That'll give us negative 2. Do you understand? Negative 2. And what will be the unit? That is meter. So I can still have this to be what? 4. This 40 now is going to give us 4 times 10 raised to power what? 1. Then times 10 raised to power negative 2. So this is 4 times 10. 1 minus 2 is what? That's negative 1. Negative 1 meter. So this is the answer. 4 times 10 raised to power what? Negative 1 or 0.4 meters. Either of the two. 4 times 10 raised to power negative 1 or what? Or 0.4. So I have this now in what? In standard form and here in ordinary form. Do you get it? Alright. So the next question, it says a wire of length 100 centimeter. So the length is 100 centimeter. So if I were you now, just change this to its SI unit, which is meter. So if meter to centimeter is times 100, centimeter to meter is what? Divided by 100. So if you divide this by 100, that is what? That is 1 meter. And cross-sectional area to be 2 times 10 raised to power negative 3 centimeter squared. So also change this to meter squared. And that will be what? Divided by 10,000. So this is 2 times 10 raised to power negative 3 times what? 10 raised to power negative 4 meters squared. Do you understand? I explained the reason why it's going to be 10 raised to power minus 4 because in 10,000 we have what? We have 4 zeros. So since we are dividing, put what? A negative value for the index. Alright. As a resistance, so the value for the resistance is 0.10 ohms. Calculate its conductivity. So for us to get the conductivity, we have to get the resistivity. So resistivity now is what? Ra over what? Over L. So what is R? R is 0.10. And what is A? A is what? 2 times 10. So let me just find this now. Since this is 10, this is 10. Pick one of the bases. So we are now going to subtract the powers since these bases are multiplied. So negative 3 now plus negative 4, that's negative 7. So here is negative 7. Then divided by, what is L? L is 1. So 0.10 times 2, that will give us what? That will give us 0.2. Then times 10 raised to power negative 7 divided by 1. So change this now to standard form. This means what? 2 times 10 raised to power negative 1 times 10 raised to power what? Negative 7. So divide by 1, we are still going to have this. So we now have 2 times 10. So minus 1 plus minus 7. That will give us negative 8. So what is the unit of resistivity? That is ohm meter. But from the question, we are told to find what? We are told to find the conductivity. So let's get conductivity. So to get conductivity, we said conductivity is what? 1 divided by the resistivity. So that's 1 divided by. So this is what? 2 times 10 raised to power negative 8. So for me to easily get this done, I can also include 10 here. This times 10 raised to power what? Raised to power 0. I want to quickly get this done without calculator. No, we have 1 here. So I just have to include what? 10 raised to power 0. Because 10 raised to power 0 is what? It is 1. 1 times 1 still gives us 1. So what is 1 divided by 2? That is 0.5. Then multiply by, apply the law of indices. Pick one of the bases, that is 10 here. So 0 now minus 8. That's 0 plus 8, and that will give us 8. So can we leave an answer like this? No. Change this to standard from this value here now. That is 5 times 10 raised to power negative 1, then times 10 raised to power 8. So we now have 5 times 10, law of indices, minus 1 plus 8. That gives us plus 7. So what will be the unit? That's per ohm, per watt, per meter. Or you can have it like this. Put ohm meter, the raised by what? Negative 1. So the answer is what? 5 times 10 raised to power 7 per ohm per meter. Do you understand? All right. So the next question, it says, a conductor has a diameter of 1 meter. So diameter is what? Is 1 meter. And length to be 2 meters. So the length is 2 meters. If the resistance of the material is 0.1 ohms, if the resistance is 0.1 ohms, its resistivity is what? So we have to get the resistivity. So do not forget that resistivity is what? It is Ra over what? Over L. So from these parameters, we are given the resistance. We are given the L. Are we given the A? No. We are not given the cross-sectional area. We are only given diameter. So please, whenever you want to get the value for A, if the diameter is given to you or the radius is given to you, you have to use the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. Please take note now. If the area is not given to you and you only have the diameter or the radius, use the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So now I can decide to change this to radius. If diameter is 1, what will be the radius? You know that radius is half of a diameter. So this is going to give us what? 1 over 2 meters. That is radius. Radius is 1 over 2 meters. Do you understand? So if radius is 1 over 2 meters, let's now get area of a circle. So to get area of a circle now, area of a circle is what? It is pi r squared. So what is pi? That's 22 over 7 multiplied by, the r is what? That's 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 all squared. Are you getting it? So this is what? 22 over 7 multiplied by 1 square is what? That is 1. 2 square is what? That is 4. So 2 here is 2. 2 here is what? That is 11. So 11 times 1, that is 11. Then 7 times 2, that is what? That is 14. So that's 0.79. 9 what? 9 meter squared. That is the area. So we've gotten area to what? 0.79. All right. So back to this. Resistivity now is what? R is 0.1 multiplied by what is A? A is 0.79. Then divided by what is L? L is 2. So let's multiply this. So we have 0.1 multiplied by 0.79. So this gives us 0.079. Then divided by what? Divided by 2. So we have the value for resistivity to be 0.0395 ohm meter. So this is the value for resistivity. So if you want to change this to standard form, that will give us what? That is, we have 1, 2. So we're going to have 3.95 times 10 raised to power negative 2 ohm meter. And in case you want to get conductivity, that will give us 1 divided by this. Do you understand? All right.